Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. And my guest today is Jodie Filogomo. Jodie is a fashion blogger. She has a fabulous website called jtouchofstyle.com. She has a really wonderfully unique attitude about style and its ageless qualities. And I think she's got some great ideas for us today about spring fashion and trends that are coming. So welcome, Jodie.
Hi, Margaret. It's nice to be here.
It's great to have you here. I love your website. It's so fun.
Well, you know, it's fun to have style be creative and not have to follow so many rules anymore. We can all look so individual and unique, and that's what makes it fun nowadays.
Well, I think a lot of fashion bloggers, though, do try very hard to create rules. And I think that what's great about your site is you have 3 different ages of women represented on your site. So you have yourself in your 50s, is that correct? Or 40s, 50s? Yep. And then you have your mother-in-law in her 60s and your mom in her 70s. And so
actually, my mom just turned 80. Isn't that amazing?
She looks you say looks fantastic. I mean, that's always what people say, but they all have their own fashion sense, and you show that and you enhance it in the clothes that you choose together and how you pose with them, and you're just like girlfriends. It's nice.
It is fun. Well, and I think about trends. A lot of times as we get older, we think, oh, trends are for the young girls. You know, we don't need to follow the trends. But I think it keeps us young at heart to actually stay modern and contemporary with what we're wearing.
I agree.
And it doesn't hurt to try them out. You know, it's a lot of times you can get some of the newer trends at what we consider the younger kids stores, like the H&Ms and Zara's, and then you don't spend as much money, but you can try out and see if you really like them.
Yeah, I think that's I wander in there, maybe several times a week, because I just like to see what's new. And then I see an idea, and of course it may be, even just $20, but I can make it or put it together with something I've got. So it's like you said, it's creative inspiration.
Well, it sometimes reminds us what we already have in our closet.
Exactly. Or you had for the last 5 years. So tell us about spring. I mean, we're coming into the spring season now in the Western Hemisphere anyway. So what's going on with fashion?
Well, there's a couple of great things that have crossed over from last year. One of them is the embroidery trend.
Okay. Yeah, lovely.
It's such an artistic detail, I think, that really any age can wear it. A lot of us will see it on the tops, and I like embroidery on my top because then, especially if you're someone who doesn't like to add in jewelry and all the extras, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You already have all this beautiful decoration right there. It was easy. You just put the top on and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Now,
and that's actually, just sorry to interrupt you, but that's actually quite bohemian. And I think a lot of women in our 60s, remember the 60s and the days when embroidery and kind of embellishments like that were quite popular. And I think that brings out that little hip gypsy bohemian side, which is great. But
it is.
I like
Although some women will say, I've worn it once, I don't need to wear it again.
True.
And I understand that to a degree, but they change it every so way. So you can see the embroidery on everything, though. Even the shoes. Have you seen it on sneakers?
No.
And drills? So cute. It really adds a little pop to your shoes.
That's interesting. I haven't seen that.
And if you don't want it on your body, like last summer, I bought this great embroidered purse.
Oh my gosh, that's sweet. I like that.
Just at Pier 1.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And, so if I'm wearing just a solid colored outfit, what a great way to add some color and fun to my outfit.
Was that meant to be a handbag, or was it just, because sometimes, like we talked about earlier, you can just take a bag that was like a cosmetics bag and you can use that as a handbag.
Now, see, you're thinking that's brilliant of you to say that. That is such a great idea.
Actually, and you do see some beautiful clutch bags. Anyway, so that's great. So those embroideries are definitely a trend. What about florals? Are they still here this spring?
Florals come back every spring. And it's not always just the white florals. They have the dark florals with the dark background. And you think of that more in the winter, but it's a modern take on the florals, so it doesn't look as grandmotherly.
Yeah, I really love the florals that have been like last year. I mean, I didn't buy a lot because I don't buy a lot of new clothes, but I really I bought a couple of scarves, which were that trend, with big flowers. But like you said, they're just rich flowers. They're not little, teeny flowers. They're big roses and peonies and cool flowers.
And I always love the watercolor ones, more of an abstract floral too. That makes them look so nice.
So they're coming back this spring too, or they're
Absolutely.
Here? Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
So
another big thing are sleeves. Sleeves are having their day. So anything like the flared sleeves.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
Angel sleeves. And I know people will say, well, they get in my way. So when I bought this shirt, I actually shortened the sleeves so it's 3/4 length.
Uh-huh.
And then it doesn't get in the way when you're trying to work. But, even the open shoulder, and I know some women balk at that, but most of our shoulders still look okay. Some people will say, yeah, but mine's slope or mine are too big. And I think we're the only ones that notice that. But it's a fun way to add interest to your shirt.
Yeah. Shoulders and ankles, they tend to always look good.
Yes, I think the same thing.
Did you see on the Academy Awards, actually, all the women that were wearing off the shoulder stuff? It was really, way off the shoulder. It was lovely.
Now,
older women.
That's a big trend. And I know I get a lot of pushback when I suggest that on my blog, and even from my mom, because strapless bras aren't the most comfortable thing.
Yeah.
And I realize that. So, there are the one shoulder. I like the one shoulder better because I can still wear my bra, the one that you can change out the strap, and you still have some support then, but you're still showing off a shoulder.
I've seen a lot actually off the shoulder, but with 2 straps.
Yes.
Like it's actually got 2 straps. And it's sort of, I guess it is the off the shoulder. It looks a little different than that though, because I guess when you've got a dress across, it seems a bit more, I don't know, just different than just a top with the shoulders. Oh, I just got my microphone. With your top with the shoulders cut off.
Well, and I've even seen an off the shoulder and then you wear a cami under it, to hide your bra.
Yep.
And it still looks very nice. You're still incorporating that style, but you're making it comfortable for you.
Yeah. So that's actually really, I didn't realize that was a trend coming back this spring, but that is really something to add for those people that feel comfortable with that. Like you said, I mean, not everybody does, but that's great. Is there anything that's sparkly that's coming into fashion this spring?
Well, sequins are always, I should say always, but they're really making a comeback into the day. I know growing up, sequins were only for nighttime. My mom will say that. It's just for the evening. But you see them during the day now. You see them under a denim jacket or with jeans. And I think that's a great way to look in your closet and say, hey, I have this sparkly top. I usually only wear it for dress up in the evening, but why can't I put it with a pair of jeans?
Are there any colors that are coming in that are really good this spring that you might just tell people to be on the lookout for?
So your pink and your blush colored. Yes.
I love it.
It was big last season. It's coming back. Retailers have just taken it into everything. You see it in shoes, you see it in tops, you see it in absolutely everything. Yeah. And it's a nice color. I know some of us, it tends to wash us out because it's so light, but I've seen the darker pinks coming in too.
It's like more like a rose pink.
Yes.
Yeah. H&M, actually, speaking of H&M, the pink is all over H&M, which is a young person's shop. But, even if the bottoms don't fit you, the tops are great. The scarves.
Right. And the accessories, and even sometimes their shoes, they're not expensive. And sometimes you can just wear them a couple times and get some great use out of them.
A lot of fun. So pink is big. Any other colors?
You're going to be seeing a lot of greens and purples. And I think, those are the colors that Pantone last year had greenery. This year has ultraviolet. But it takes a while for the manufacturers to catch up. And everyone's been loving the pink so much that I know that's been overpowering, but I think green and purple are going to make a big comeback now.
Yeah, when you mentioned Pantone, that's the company that decides every year that there's a color. And that's not just for fashion, it's for home, decor, it's for like the world in general. And like the one this year you said is violet, or it's a purple color?
Yes. Yes, it's a purple ultraviolet. And it's funny because even though they say it, it takes the manufacturers a while then to make the items in that color for you to find it. But a lot of times, since we're older, we've accumulated a lot. We already have those colors.
We've got, if you keep everything, you've got one of everything. But no, so besides the transfer color and the clothing styles you mentioned, are there any shoes that are popular? Any boots or scarves or anything accessory wise?
So I'll tell you with shoes, sneakers. Sneakers are big, and not just your white sneakers. Sneakers are fun right now. And that's great because that works for us in comfort wise.
Yes, for sure.
Like right now I'm wearing metallic rose gold sneakers.
Oh, I'd love to see them. My friend Maureen actually went on a cruise together, and she had these boots that were metallic. And I'm telling you, she had more compliments on those silly boots than she could have just worn one dress and those boots every day. But no, that's cute. So it's fun. Back, and that's great. But you're right. And one thing I was going to say to you, I think boomers, older women, are actually helping to shape some of the design ideas. Like you said, we want comfort. And, yes, of course, stilettos and all those beautiful design shoes will always be here. But maybe that's partly our influence. Maybe we're making a difference.
Absolutely. Retailers are sitting up and taking notice because, we have the money to spend on the items. And so we are absolutely shaping it. That's a great point.
Yeah. And I know that you're part of a group. Is it called Fierce Women? The
Forever Fierce.
Forever Fierce initiative. We're going to talk about that in a different video, but basically it's a woman who's trying to put female women bloggers over 50 together to make that point. That, hey guys, retailers, we're here. We like fashion. Look at these.
Life is cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's just, you're right. Like you say, age is timeless or ageless. And, that's what your website's all about. So anyway, well, I've had fun actually. I love the spring season just in general. Yes. So thanks for the tips on the trends that are coming. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Jodie. Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.